I'm Andy Holmes and this is High Stakes. We're known for our high risks and high rewards. We're bringing back one of our colleges as a wild card for our second semi-final. But which one will it be? Welcome to High Stakes, the semi-finals, TV's only inter-college test of knowledge. The show where two teams stake how successful their team members will be in a battle of intellect. St Vincent, welcome back. Who do you have on your team?
I'm Alicia.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Anthony.
And I'm Kieran.
And of course, you're back as our wild card. So how did you manage to swing that?
I suppose we were the best. We must have been the best of the losers, I suppose.
The best loser, is that necessarily a good thing to admit to?
It's better than being the worst loser.
This is true. Well, good luck, guys. See how you get on today. Meanwhile, the guys here from Worthing. George, who's on your team today?
I'm George.
I'm Anis.
Andrew. I'm Stephen.
Well, good to see you guys again, and good to see you haven't changed a winning team either. So those are the teams. To start us off, because I'm feeling particularly generous, even for the wild cards, I'm going to give both colleges 50 points. So let's have 50 points on the scores. Lovely stuff. Just like before, in each round, I'm going to give you a category. You must then choose the most suitable member of your team to enter the challenge zone. You'll then stake points on your teammate, depending on how well you think they're going to do. If your teammate wins, your stake is then added to your points. If they lose the round, your stake is deducted. So stake wisely. Time for round one. So you must now decide which of your team will answer questions on the subject of history. Remember, no player can enter the challenge zone more than once in the head-to-head rounds. So you've got 10 seconds to decide, starting now. Your time's up, so wildcard St Vincent, who's going to go forward on history?
I am.
Jonathan's going to go forward. What about the Worthing College guys?
Me.
Okay, Jonathan and Anis, can you please leave your team areas, please? Now it's time to state your points on your chosen teammate. But first of all, I can reveal that I'm going to be asking questions this round on war. Again, in each round you're limited to staking a maximum of 20 points. Remember, high stakes mean high rewards. You have 10 seconds on the clock to decide, starting now. Time's up, so we'll find out your stakes at the end of the round. Now though, it's time for your teammates to enter the challenge zone. So Anis, first of all, your college actually won in the last round. So
Yes.
how do you feel taking on a wild card entry?
I think we feel pretty confident, and I did GCSE history and I did well, so I'm confident.
So you should be pretty confident that you're going to do all right today. Jonathan, meanwhile, you're back by the skin of your teeth. Do you think you've got enough to win?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, let's see how you do. Remember, it's 90 seconds on the clock, as quick as possible with your answers. If you don't know the answer, just say pass. And the 90 seconds starts now. What harbour came under attack from the Japanese?
Pearl.
That's the right answer. Which famous battle took place in 1066?
Hastings.
Correct. What does RAF stand for?
Royal Air Force.
Correct. Which Archduke was assassinated in the lead up to World War I?
Franz Ferdinand.
That's the right answer. What year was atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima?
1954.
Anis?
64.
The answer is 1945. Who was the President of America during the American Civil War?
Roosevelt.
Lincoln.
Jonathan, that's the right answer. Well done. During the Vietnam War, Yoko Ono staged a 2-week bed protest, in bed with whom? The answer is
John Lennon.
it's correct. Who was the English monarch during the Spanish Armada?
Elizabeth I.
That's the right answer. Who was the English Prime Minister that took England to war in Iraq?
Tony Blair.
Correct. Guy Fawkes was involved in which explosive plot?
The gunpowder plot.
That's the right answer. At which battle was Lord Nelson killed?
The Battle of War of.
It's the Battle of Trafalgar. I've got to move on. What is the symbol associated with the Nazis called?
Swastika.
Correct. What colour flag is used to show surrender?
White.
Correct. Saddam Hussein was president of which country?
Iraq.
That's the right answer. Adolf Hitler was born in which country?
Austria.
That's correct. What sport was played on Christmas Day in 1914?
Football.
It's the right answer. Woodrow Wilson was the president of which country?
United States.
That's the right answer. What does the SAS stand for?
Special Armed Services.
It's the Special Air Services. That is the end of our round. Sounds like a good round there. We'll tot up the scores in a second. Anis, Jonathan, thank you for playing. Please return to your teams. So, Jonathan, from our wildcards, you seem fairly confident at the start. Are you still confident now you've played?
No.
No. OK, tell us very briefly about that mascot. You've got a penguin there.
I have no idea where it's come from.
No idea where it's come from, but it's there, and it's given you a little bit of luck because you've got yourself 7 points. Worthing College, Anis.
Yes.
Again, a little bit on the mascot. The reasons for the avocado?
Well, last round George decided that he was going to try and get the other team out by saying avocado instead of actually answering.
That's
so,
not exactly what happened.
well, so
It's
here
pretty
is
much how I remember it
Avicii-
happening, George.
Here's
We're gonna-
Avicii the avocado.
Avicii the avocado, and we'll look forward to George playing and seeing if he uses that tactic again. But again, the avocado was fairly lucky because you also scored 7 points. The key at this point, though, is how much faith did your teams have in you? How much was staked? St Vincent's, first of all,
Just take 10.
have gone with a solid 10. Meanwhile, Worthing College have gone with 5. Well, as it's a tie in that round, both teams get to keep their stakes, which means at the end of our first round, they were the wild cards, but they're in the lead to start with. They've got 60 points. It's St Vincent's. Just behind them, though, with a long way to go, Worthing College on 55 points. So far, one of our teams has lost the battle, but will they win the war? Well, we'll find out later on. But now it's time for round 2, where our category is geography. So you have 10 seconds to decide who's going to be best at that, starting now. Time's up. St Vincent's, who have you chosen?
Me.
Alicia is going to step forward. And what about Worthing?
Be me.
OK, Alicia and Stephen, please leave your teams. Now it's time to decide, of course, on how much confidence your team have in you by staking. Before we do, though, I can tell you that all the questions in this round are going to be on the subcategory of Europe. Don't forget, the most you can stake is 20 points. High stakes, of course, mean high rewards. So let's see how you do in the 10 seconds you have to decide, starting now. Time's up, so we'll find out the stakes later. Now, though, it's time for your teammates to enter the challenge zone. That's it, Stephen. Take a breath first. It's not. Are you feeling nervous up there?
No, I'm hoping to win. That's why I'm here. So just gotta wait and see now.
Fighting talk from Stephen. Alicia, any response to that?
Not really.
Fair enough. I mean, you've come in as a wild card, so
Yeah, try my best.
that's the spirit. Trying the best is definitely the best way forward. OK, as ever, 90 seconds are on the clock, which we put there now. So your time starts now. What is the capital of Wales?
It's Cardiff.
Correct. The Pope lives in which independent state?
Vatican City.
Correct. Norway, Sweden and Finland are collectively known as which
The
region?
Nordic Islands. Or
Alicia? The answer is Scandinavia. What country borders Portugal?
Spain.
Correct. What country can Monte Carlo be found in?
France.
Monaco, so that's correct. In which country is Auschwitz found?
Germany.
Germany.
Stephen?
Oh no, Austria.
It's Poland. What is the capital of Estonia? The answer we're looking for is Tallinn. Which flag is red with a white cross?
England.
Switzerland. Where can the Autobahn be found?
Germany.
Correct. Where is Sochi found?
South Korea.
Alicia?
North Korea.
Russia. Where is Chernobyl located?
Ukraine.
Correct. Transylvania is part of which country?
Russia.
Alicia? The answer we're looking for is Romania. What is the capital of Belarus? We're looking for Minsk there. What currency is used in Poland?
Euro.
It's the Polish zloty. Guinness is associated with which country?
Ireland.
Correct. Which European flag is red with a white moon and a star?
Turkey.
Correct. Vodka is mainly associated with which
Russia.
country? Correct. And which country was the angle of North, or the Angel of the North erected? It was 1998. It was England. We had no time for that one. Stephen and Alicia, thank you very much for playing. Take a breath and return to your teams. Alicia, it's tough up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just want to press that button and you want to get it, and your head gets a bit mushed up occasionally, but you think you did all right?
Better than last time.
What did you score last time?
Nothing.
Well, in that case, you did better than last time because you got yourself 2 points. Meanwhile, Stephen, you were
Yeah.
breathing just to get that right. Did that help?
Yeah, it wasn't my favourite category, but I think I did all right.
Well, I'd be intrigued to see how well you do on your favourite category because you got yourself 7 points. Well done. So, how much faith did your team have in you? Let's find out. St Vincent's, how much were you staking?
10.
10 points, a nice solid 10. Worthing, meanwhile?
Also 10.
We're going with 10. So it just goes to show that this quiz can have many twists and turns. Our first round leaders have now slipped back down to 50. That's St Vincent's. But taking a lead on 65 after 2 rounds, it's Worthing College. Euro not going to believe this, but we're on to round 3. Category is food and drink for round 3. You know what you're doing by now. Pick one of your 2 remaining players to take part, and you have 10 seconds to decide, and that 10 seconds starts now. Time's up. St Vincent, who's going to play?
I am.
Anthony is going to play. Worthing?
It's going to be me.
Anthony and George, can you leave the team area, please? And we'll see what the confidence levels are like. Before you do, before you stake, I can tell you that the questions in this round are all on British food. So you've got 10 seconds to decide what to stake, starting now. Time's up. Players, please make your way to the challenge zone. Anthony, on behalf of High Stakes, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's coming up tomorrow, I believe.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, got anything exciting planned for that, other than being here?
I'm going to have a triple fried egg chili chutney sandwich.
That sounds fun and very food orientated, which is good for this round. I wonder if that will come up as an answer. Meanwhile, you again. Hello, George.
Hello.
So, you got a reputation the last time we played for using the word
I
avocado.
don't know what you're talking about.
Are you going to deny your knowledge of it?
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of quite the round for doing that, isn't it? Because you might say avocado and you might actually fluke a guess.
Let's hope so.
Well, we will see. As ever, 90 seconds are on the clock. So, best of luck to both of you. We'll start round number 3 now. In the meal bangers and mash, what are the bangers?
Sausages.
Correct. A sponge pudding with sultanas and raisins is called what?
Spotted dick.
Correct. What kind of pie is traditionally eaten at Christmas?
Oh, sorry, pass.
George?
Mince pie.
Correct. Sausages covered in batter are often referred to as what in the whole?
Toe in the hole.
Correct. Shepherd's pie is made by using what kind of mincemeat?
Lamb.
Correct. Bubble and squeak is made using which 2 main ingredients?
Mashed potato and vegetables.
Potato and cabbage is the answer I've got here. What kind of sausages are traditionally presented coiled like a rope? The answer is Cumberland. Melton Mowbray is a town famous for making what?
Pork pies.
Correct. Cadbury World is located in which English city?
Bourneville.
London.
The answer is Birmingham. What pasty is only allowed to be made in Cornwall?
Cornish pasty.
Correct. What day of the week is a traditional roast dinner in England?
Sunday.
Correct. In Wales, boiled seaweed is often called what? George?
Avocado.
Hey, we wonder when you throw one of those in. Laver bread. Lamb organs are a traditional ingredient to which Scottish delicacy?
Haggis.
Correct. Lee and Perrins make what world famous sauce?
Oh, Worcester sauce.
That's correct. Which brand of brown sauce features the image of the Houses of Parliament?
HP sauce.
Correct. And the sandwich was invented in which British town?
Sandwich.
Correct. Just in time there.
Well done.
George, well done. Anthony, well done. Please return to your teams. So let's check the scores after that round, starting off with Anthony and St Vincent. So how do you think you did?
Very well.
Very well indeed, in fact. If your birthday tomorrow is as happy as today, it's going to be a very, very happy day because you got yourself 9 points, so well done. George, meanwhile, that looks says it all really, doesn't it?
I'm sorry.
The avocado really wasn't as lucky a mascot as we thought. You didn't use the word avocado as much as I thought you would.
No, I thought I'd rely on myself instead of the metaphysical force of the avocado, but it didn't really work today, so.
Well, next time, do rely more on the avocado because you only scored 3 points, I'm afraid. But how confident were your teammates in how you've done in that round? Well, let's see. St Vincent's, how much were you staking?
10.
10 points. OK, and what about Worthing College?
5.
5 points. OK, so this is proving to be a very interesting quiz. We've talked about twists and turns already. There are more to come because after 3 rounds, both teams are tied on 60 points. So that was the main course. Let's go on to the dessert. That is round number 4. As it's the final head-to-head round, of course, we're going to have Kieran and Andrew. Whether you like it or not, it's your turn. And you're answering questions on entertainment. So you can't choose your teammates, but you can choose your stakes. So, Kieran and Andrew, please leave the team area. So it's time to stake, of course. All the questions are on celebrities. So you have 10 seconds to decide what your stakes will be, starting now. And your time is up. So players, please make your way to the challenge zone. Andrew, Kieran, regular readers of Heat magazine and things like that?
No.
Watch all the entertainment channels on the telly?
A few.
Well, this could be an interesting round then. Let's see how you do. You're answering questions on celebrities. Remember, as quickly as you can. If you don't know the answer, say pass or maybe avocado, depending on what you want to do. Andrew and Kieran, then 90 seconds are on the clock. So, best of luck and let's go. Paul O'Grady was originally famous for his drag appearances as who?
Lily Savage.
That's the right answer, well done. Which pop singer married British movie director Guy Ritchie?
Madonna.
It's the right answer. Which celebrity is behind the Playboy clubs and magazines?
Hugh Hefner.
Correct. Which spice was Mel C?
Scary Spice.
Andrew? Pick
Posh.
a spice out of the air. You could have gone for sporty, that would have been the right one. Vicky Patterson left which northern-based MTV show in 2014?
Geordie Shaw.
That's the right one, well done. Which Coldplay singer split up with Gwyneth Paltrow?
Chris Martin.
Correct. Brit Awards, who quit the Brit Awards after fronting the ceremony for the 5th year in February 2015?
James Corden.
That's the right answer again, well done. In the film Rocky, who plays Rocky?
Sylvester Stallone.
Well done. Jeremy Clarkson, James May and Richard Hammond
Top Gear.
is the right answer. Danny Dyer plays which character in EastEnders?
Mick Carter.
That's the one, well done. Who played the Vicar of Dibley? Andrew?
Pass.
Dawn French. Which character does Nancy Cartwright voice in The Simpsons?
Lisa Simpson.
Andrew? The answer is Bart. Which London-based reality show started in 2011 on E4?
Made in Chelsea.
Correct. Who was the host of Take Me Out in 2013?
Paddy McGuinness.
Correct. Who won I'm a Celebrity in 2014?
Carl Fogarty.
That is the right answer and we're out of time. Andrew and Kieran, thanks for playing. Please return to your teams. Kieran, you guys are wild cards, but you've done all right there.
Yeah, I think I've done pretty well.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you think you did?
9.9.
I'm going to say 12 because you scored 12 points, so well done.
Oh.
Andrew.
Yeah, it
go
wasn't
on.
my best performance.
Give him a bit of a tap on the shoulder.
all right.
Maybe a hug, because I think he needs it after that. Maybe the avocado might want to help him out a little bit, because I'm afraid you got no points. But it is the taking part that counts on high stakes. Let's reveal those stakes at this point. So we'll start off with the guys, of course, from St Vincent's. How much did you put forward for Kieran?
10.
10? OK, a nice solid 10. What about the guys from Worthing College?
5.
5. So you didn't have much confidence in Andrew to start with. Yeah. Right, so at the end of that round, once again, the winning team has changed hands. Who is in pole position? Well, it's not Worthing College. They have 55 points. But taking us through after 4 rounds, storming on up, St Vincent's College have 70 points. It's now time to play the 5th and final round, where the category, of course, is going to be general knowledge. So the points you've earned so far have been converted into seconds for this final round. But of course, there's the high stakes twist. Throughout the show, we have kept a close eye on all of you and given you individual values. You can choose to trade up to 3 of your players in exchange for more seconds. But of course, they won't be able to take part in the round. So let's reveal those values. Starting off with St Vincent's, you've got 70 points at the moment. So that's 70 seconds that you've currently got in the challenge zone. Kieran, you're worth 20 seconds. Anthony, 15. Jonathan, 10. And Alicia, 5. Worthing, meanwhile, you have 55 points, which of course is 55 seconds when it comes to the challenge zone. As for your individual scores, Stephen, you're worth 20. Andrew, 5. Anis, 15. And George, you can be exchanged. Not that anyone would want to do that, I'm sure, for 10 points or 10 seconds. So you've got 10 seconds to decide if you'd like to sell any members of your team. Who stays, who goes, you decide. OK, so let's see who's going to be in the final round. St Vincent's, you've got 70 seconds at the moment. Are you going to, well, do you think you need any more seconds?
No, I think we're going to stay as a team.
You're going to stay as an awesome foursome. OK, well, it's done all right so far, hasn't it? So well done. We'll see how you get on in a minute. Worthing, you've only got 55 seconds. Do you think you need to catch up by selling?
Yeah, we're going to sell myself, Anis and Andrew.
OK, that's brave. So George, Anis and Andrew, thank you very much for playing. You can't, of course, go on to the next stage, but that means you do have 85 seconds when it comes to the final round. So it's time to play our final round then, and because Worthing College have the most seconds from selling 3 of their players, it's time for Stephen to leave the team area, ready to enter the challenge zone. Stephen, the show's called High Stakes.
Yeah.
You've made quite some risks, some high-risk strategy there, haven't you?
Yeah, I just realised it all rests on me a little bit, so.
No pressure, no pressure, but you've been quite confident all the way through and you've done pretty well. And you did say to me earlier on that I'm happy with my game, so we'll now see if that is the case.
We'll
you've got 85 seconds on the clock then. You know that much.
Yep.
So that time is going to start in a second. It's all on general knowledge, so best of luck and let's go. What breed are the 2 cats in Disney's Lady and the Tramp?
Pass.
What sport appears in the phonetic alphabet?
Pass.
What colour is the number 10 on 10 Downing Street?
White.
What was the first Bond film not to be named after a Bond book?
Pass.
Licence to Kill. The flowers of the curry plant are what colour?
Pass.
What trio band were originally called the Rattlesnakes?
Pass.
It was the Bee Gees. Which punk rock band had a music hit with American Idiot?
Green Day.
Correct. What is the capital of Ukraine?
The
The answer is Kiev.
Kiev, yeah.
What is the name of the dog in Peter Pan?
Pass.
Looking for Nana there. Which American state is nearest to the former Soviet Union?
Minnesota.
It's Alaska. How many tentacles does a squid have?
6.
It's 10. Which reggae artist died on the 11th of May 1981?
Bob Marley.
Correct. In what decade was Prince Andrew born?
1994.
He was
No,
born,
it's not.
He's born in the 1960s.
Yeah.
Let's move on. In which city was Martin Luther King assassinated in 1968?
New York.
It was Memphis. What is an infant whale called?
Calf.
Correct. Who was the longest running Prime Minister of Britain in the 20th century?
Margaret Thatcher.
It's the right answer. How many years? No time to do. The question would have been, how many years did Nelson Mandela spend in prison? The answer would have been 27. Stephen, You did well. You played on your own up there. The spotlight was on you. Go and sit down and have a rest. Thank you for playing. So, St Vincent, you believe that 4 heads are better than 1. Let's see if you're correct as you make your way into the challenge zone. So, St Vincent, there's the 4 of you staring at me, challenging me to ask you some really tough questions. You were the wild cards. Did you think you'd make it to a point now where you've got a chance of winning?
Yes.
Well, there you go. Well, we will see how you get on. You've got the 4 of you. Remember, the one that answers by pressing the buzzer has to answer the question. So if you think you know it, dive in on the buzzer, but make sure you answer the question. So 70 seconds on the clock. Best of luck, and your time starts now. Which star is the nearest to Earth?
The sun.
Correct. What is the largest bone in the human body?
Spine.
It's the femur. In how many kilograms make up a metric ton?
1,000.
Correct. Which African country has the shilling as its currency?
Zimbabwe.
Kenya. The M20 motorway runs through which English county?
Sussex.
It's Kent. Which 2 of the primary colours make purple?
Red and blue.
Correct. What is an ice hockey puck made from?
Plastic?
Rubber is the answer we've got. In 1872, which country played England in the first ever international game of football?
Scotland.
Correct. Who married comedian Les Dennis in 1995?
Hugh Dennis.
Amanda Holden. How many hurdles are there in a 400 metres hurdles race?
20.
10. Claire Richards was the lead singer in which pop group?
Bugs Fizz.
It was Steps. Astrologically speaking, 2 of the fire signs are Leo and Aries. Which is the 3rd?
Mars.
And we're out of time. I'm afraid the answer was Sagittarius. Thought you might have got that one, but you didn't. Guys, thank you very much for playing. Please return to your seats. Thank you very much. Teams, you staked high and you quizzed well, but there can, of course, be only one winner. We've had St Vincent's here today as our wild card. They've done ever so well to get this far, but has it been enough? Meanwhile, Worthing have been powered by an avocado. Has the strength of the avocado, it's a superfood, has it given them super points? Well, I can tell you it's the closest I think we've had so far in this series. 1 point is in it, and our winners this week are going to be Worthing College with 5 points. So, St Vincent, you've come back in as a wild card, but I'm afraid your time with us has come to an end. You got 4 points in the end. Well done for playing. Good luck with your studies. I'm sure we'll see you guys again soon. Meanwhile, Worthing College, you guys are through to our final. Thank you for your hard work. Good luck with your studies to both teams. And remember, of course, we'll be back next week for the grand final, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. This has been High Stakes. I'm Andy Holmes. See you next time.